Hey guys, and welcome to my guide for the 60 stamina version of Stampede Sabo. With all these Stampede events coming back, I want to take a crack at a guide for one of them, and I'm going to start here. And we're going to test the water, see how it goes. Let me know down in the comments like what I did right, what would you change. But in this video, I'll be going through all the stage breakdown, also showing you guys 5 different teams with a lot of options for replacement and free-to-play options. But I'm also going to try something different with these types of videos, and I'm going to have a section at the start about MVP units. Because if you're trying to get into team building, you probably don't know anywhere to start. So I think highlighting the units that really shine on a given piece of content is very important for people to understand like what's going on with team building and such. You can skip it to the actual stage breakdown if you want, but I think it'll be kind of useful for guides down the road. Either way, without further ado, let's actually jump into the MVP units. I'm separating them between captains and subs. We could definitely go in deeper in future videos, but this is how I'm going to do it for now. If you guys would like to see a different way, let me know. Maybe I could have different units for different types of debuffs you'd have to get through and then like separate them from there. I don't know. But anyway, bar none, those 4 captains are so good for this piece of content. They either just trivialize mechanics or they just do so much damage where they don't matter. So obviously Bullet, super good. He allows you to get affinity when during this raid you're not really supposed to. So such an amazing captain. Stampede Luffy is also a very good option. He gets rid of all of the debuffs in the earlier stages. And I would say Bullet and Stampede Luffy are probably one of the easier teams to build if you have them. And then, of course, you got to give it to Kaido. Very fast team, very easy. Really no problems there. You know the drill. And then Halloween Ace. Maybe this is personal preference. I love Halloween Ace. Probably my second favorite legend to use. He's just really hard to team build. But he can basically get rid of the special rewind on the boss stage, and that allows you to do so many different types of teams with him. So you don't even have to own him. Just as a friend captain, he can do a lot. And then for subs, Vivi Rebecca, amazing because they can get rid of the massive % damage reduction shield on the final stage, allowing you to do a lot more teams. Like a Sabo Koala team is a lot easier when you have her. I unfortunately don't, but again, like I said, the special rewind on the final stage, and it's 2 turns. So you either have to have a way of getting through that with like a 1-turn reducer and then like stall, or just a flat out 2-turn one. And the Hody Legend, Karasu, Sainami, Speed, those are all very good options for 2-turn special rewind reducers, which allows you to do more specials. TM Law right there is very good too. He's just in a lot of my teams. He's pretty good for this raid. Stampede Lucci is also very good for a Bullet team, I would say, because of that color affinity boost. You know, he is around at the same time as Stampede Sabo, so if you do max him out first, he's a good addition. I wouldn't say he's like an MVP actually, but I put him here anyway. And then the classic time skip Nami. I mean, you see her in so many teams, so she's just obviously amazing for the paralysis. So yeah, again, I'm testing that section for videos in the future. If you guys like it, great. If you don't, let me know how I can change it. Maybe I spent too long on it, but anyway, let's jump into the stage breakdowns and the teams. So the first team we're going to be talking about is the Bullet team, and this one's nice because it's all free-to-play subs. At the start of the dungeon, you're going to have a 2 special limit the entire time. So, and that's where a lot of the problems arise from this raid. You cannot use more than 2 specials in a given turn. And then stage 3, you get the 5-turn despair, which with sockets goes down to 2. So you need a 2-turn despair reducer. You can replace TM Law with any one of those. I just prefer him. And then stage 4 is 3-turn paralysis. And that's where Enel comes in. Again, you can replace with any paralysis reducer. I just chose Enel. And then the boss Sabo, he's going to have 10 million HP. He's a Psi type. He's going to clear your buffs. He's going to be full immune to all debuffs as well. And then he's going to have a % damage reduction shield for int damage, and only Vivi Rebecca can get rid of it right now. Yeah, int units aren't going to do very much damage. He's also going to rewind all your specials by 3 turns, but it actually comes down to a 2-turn rewind. And then on turn 1, he's going to do a 50% HP cut, no more damage than that. So I don't think he can actually even kill you on turn 1. That's where you can stall at least 1 turn. He's going to give you all Psi orbs, and then he's going to burn you for 3 turns, 6,000 damage per perfect. And yeah, just don't get him under 50%, especially, and definitely not 20%, you die. But yeah, I would say it's a relatively easy fight if you build for the rewind. And yeah, I use Okiku to reduce 1 turn, and then just stall. You just need basically 1 turn special cooldown reducer to replace Okiku. And then Lucci can be replaced by anyone who just adds damage to your team by giving you orbs or something, like the dual unit TM Akainu Fuji. He's pretty good. And then you want to do the bullet special, and then his damage plus his special will end up killing Sabo. Very easy fight. And I know a lot of people probably have bullet now with this recent Sugo Fest. So next team we have Stampede Luffy. And the only integral unit outside of Stampede Luffy, honestly, is the Nami, because she gets around the special rewind completely, allowing you to do one additional special turn 1, which can really help your damage. So I just have a health cutter. You can replace it with, you can just do one of your Stampede Luffys. Just make sure you don't get them under 50%. And then in turn 2, you can use another health cutter or something. I used Boa because she health cuts and a chain lock. And then if you haven't already used Stampede Luffy, do one and you're good. Very chill team. Most are replaceable. It's just brain dead because you don't have to care about any of the early stages. And the law is just there. You can replace them for anything. I'm a big fan of Stampede Luffy. A lot of people don't like him, but... And then the quintessential brain dead team, Kaido. You could probably build a team with a friend Captain Kaido and then something else on your captain, but the team I built was double Kaido. For the best results here, Perospero needs double special activation maxed. And the Coliseum Kid also needs to be rainbowed with max special level, so you can use him on turn 1. Just make sure you use them towards the beginning of the run, so you can have your specials ready. I used them on stage 2 because I forgot. But if you can use Perospero twice, you literally just do his specials on the first turn of Sabo, skip a turn, pop both Kaidos, skip a turn, and he dies. That's it. It's that easy, but it's very, very close. Like, it's probably within a couple 100,000 damage. And depending on your cotton candy and everything, and if you don't have like a fully maxed Kaido or something, or your friend captain doesn't, I would recommend doing some damage on the final turn, like your final burst turn, just in case, so he is guaranteed to die. If you can't use Perospero twice, you'll have to use another health cutter that also gets past the rewind. And then for the fourth team, I have a Snakeman or Ace team. You literally could use either one for your captain and just use the other for a friend captain, but the main component here is Ace. So yeah, if you have your own Ace, use a Snakeman friend. If you have Snakeman, use an Ace friend, whatever. You just need a Despair Reducer and a Paralysis Reducer. That's it. The bottom two are completely replaceable. You actually don't even need them. Smoker is only there to make Stage 4 easier, and he's boosted. And Garp is a nice health cutter, but you really don't need it. You're doing enough damage. So Ace and Snakeman are doing the heavy lifting on this team. Ace's captain ability is amazing. It's so overlooked. I love it. If shooters were better, you'd be seeing them all the time. You don't need to stall on Sabo with Ace's captain ability, but I think to be safe, I use a Snakeman turn 1, hit my 3 perfects. I hit all my perfects, just don't make sure to go under 50%. And then the next turn, you're going to have your better orb boost from Snakeman, and then you're going to pop an A special. I did a Garp, but you don't need to. Just an A special will be enough, and voila, easy team. And then finally, for the last team, I'm a sucker for Jack. I'm always for that free experience. More experience, the less I have to worry about my stamina. Like, it's that simple. So if I can use Jack, I'm most likely going to. And it's probably going to be how I complete this character. As you can see, V2 Katakuri is on this team. He's not replaceable, at least for this team, but I have seen teams without him. But he's so good for this. So the White Bearded Marco is also just another amazing health cutter, and it makes it a bit safer because you can heal. Nami's nice for the paralysis as usual. Kid trivializes the stage with Despair. Probably is replaceable. Either way, the main premise is that you stall out the special rewind for 2 turns, and then after those 2 turns, you pop a Jack and Warco special, and then skip a turn. And then you use Jack and then Katakuri, and with all that damage you were taking during the fight, it should be enough to kill. And he's dead. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So yeah, it's definitely a slower team. I mean, I think the fastest team here was probably Kaido or Snakeman and Ace. I'll be honest. I think so. But I wasn't really timing my runs. But there you go. There's 5 teams, and pretty much all of them have, like, mostly free-to-play or replaceable options. It's not the most difficult raid in the game, but it's very gimmicky, so good luck on your runs, guys. I don't know if I'm going to include a section of these videos showing the unit off at the end. I'm going to do it this time, just see how it works. But again, let me know in the comments if that's something you even give a shit about. You can always look them up yourself, but maybe I can give my opinions on the unit. And I'm going to do it at the end of the video, so you don't have to skip it. during the video if you don't like it. Again, this is my first real One Piece Treasure Cruise like content guide, so trying to iron out all the kinks right now. So as for the Stampede Sabo unit himself, I think he's really, really good. I personally believe Stampede Lucci's a bit better. Like, you're going to see him played more often, but you can't deny that he has a very, very good special. Now, he's going to reduce attack down and burn by 5 turns. That's a pretty good combo of utility there, especially for a free-to-play unit, really. It's also going to boost the color affinity with Psi, Dex, and Strength characters by 1.75 for 2 turns, which makes it a very, very good complement to Stampede Luffy, among other characters, really. There's so many good Psi, Dex, and Strength characters. And then it also makes their type slots matching slot effects for 2 turns. And basically, you're almost guaranteed a matching orb when you use the special. Like, you don't even need this part of the special, and it's still fantastic. So, very, very strong free-to-play unit. It's going to see a lot of play if you use a lot of Stampede Luffy. I actually don't have him limit broken. I probably should go do that. Okay, I limit broke him. I'm kind of a returning player, so not doing so hot on the limit break materials. But anyway, side characters' base stats go up by 30. Pretty alright. And then this one's amazing. Lets character completely evade special bind. So you're never going to be special binded with his unit, and that's always a very useful ability to have. As for his support, it's pretty standard. 5% stats to Psi. Again, that's pretty standard for free-to-play units, but damage reduction on his limit break, and of course pinch healing, which is huge. That's a very good ability as always. Not the greatest recovery, but Stampede Luffy also has pinch healing, so it's going to make for a very, very tanky team. And yeah, his cooldown goes down to, what is that, a 14 cooldown? So that's not bad. Not super low, but not super high. His classes are kind of interesting, though, too. Free Spirit and then Shooter. I don't really see too many Shooter Sabos, if I remember. But, I mean, I don't know if this will work with any shooters, but I can't argue with the utility support that shooters definitely deserve. But he'll go good with any Free Spirit team that isn't already using Sabo Koala as well. Yeah, this could definitely be a good unit for Luffy Zoro as well. Getting some nice color affinity with either of the Luffy Zoro forms. But anyway, that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And again, this is kind of a test run to see how it goes. And if you did enjoy it, drop a like. Definitely helps. And I will see you guys in the next guide or One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Have a good day.